Final and get a good start.
And last year you went across to represent Australia over in Portugal. That must have been a great experience.
Yeah, it was, just to see how they do it in a different country. They race real different over there and got different ideas on how the go-karting should be run.
And what experience do you bring into the Nationals here at Eastern Creek from that trip?
Just like racecraft and like how hard they actually race over there.
Good luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right, we're set for the final now in the Premier Junior class in this sport. And Kovacic in 52 got the best start, although got the hippie shakes as he ran through that left-hander. And the challengers come thick and fast already, headed by Ryan Deckett in cart number 14. He lies in second, and this is a high-speed freight train. One of the drivers not having the best start. Oh, look at that. We've had an off-track excursion. That's Brock 10 Bensel in machine 30.
I think the most nervous person there was the photographer, who now really missed being taken out by Brock as we cross back to the front. That is Kovacic, who's got a great start. A good shot there of Nicholas Foster in cart number 13 as they stream through. A lot of Queenslanders right at the pointy end of this junior clubman field as we see Amrit Kandola move through to second. We saw him a little bit earlier on. He's trying to make amends for that junior national heavy final, up to second, chasing down Kovacic.
So obviously the rules don't preclude a driver from nominating in a couple of different classes on the weekend?
That's correct. You can race in a number of different classes if you so desire.
Well, you've got to take your hat off to the kid and his parents for supporting his racing activities to that extent. Kovacic is the race leader, and there is no doubt that the man in second, Kandola, is carrying a little more speed at this stage of proceedings. Not a bad crowd here today at Eastern Creek either for the finals of the Simon Cables Australian Karting Nationals. Make sure you join us on May 3 for our second part of this coverage, highlighting the National Championship for 2007 with the remaining 5 classes that we've not shown you on today's program.
Yeah, a few carts off to the side of the racetrack there as we cross back to the front. Kovacic, the young driver from the central coast of New South Wales, doing an excellent job in that Kart Force Monaco out in front. But he's coming under pressure from Kandola, also from Ryan Deckett, the 14 out of Queensland, and Tyler Greenbury, the intrepid driver, in fourth.
Yeah, Greenbury's done an excellent job. He started from position 13. The youngster behind the wheel of cart number 6. And look at him now, up on the inside, brilliant move. And he consolidates third.
And at exactly the same time as that was happening, Amrit Kandola took over the lead. So pretty much a carbon copy from what happened from third as what happened to first.
Just look at the skill level of these kids. Unbelievable.
Sideways on from Kandola. Brilliant stuff. He doesn't mind hanging the back end out. Does Amrit Kandola. He's got the head down. Kovacic, he's looking over the shoulder. He's copped it from all angles.
You got to marvel at their skill.
These are kids that are all an average age of probably around the 13 to 14 age bracket. So the skill of these guys with absolutely no fear is unbelievable.
And they're not going slow either. Make no mistake, particularly with your backside an inch from the racing surface, it'll feel like you're doing 1 million kilometres an hour.
We see there cart number 5. That, of course, is Chaz Mostert. He's a double Australian champion in the junior national light category and really starting to make his presence felt in this one.
See, what a drive by Greenbury after starting from posse number 13. That's him now in cart 6 in second spot. 52 is in third. Kovacic, he started the race from pole. Your race leader is Amrit Kandola in 11. But you could throw a tally-ho paper over the leading 3 competitors. They are that tightly packed on the circuit.
Just had a good shot there, back in 6th spot. That is Daniel Rochford, the Victorian. He is the leading Victorian in this race as Greenbury now straight up the inside and takes over the lead. Kovacic side by side with Kandola. Couldn't quite get the job done, and that's allowed Mostert up on the outside.
Yeah, Mostert, he's come from the clouds too in cart 5. Another look on the Simon replay. And lovely pass there by Tyler Greenbury to take the lead. It has been a wonderful day of racing. Every event so far has featured monumental battles. The Pacer Cracker up front here
Here's David Whitmore, the local driver. He's starting to work his way through the field. Had a bit of bad luck in the heats earlier on, but now he's starting to make his presence felt. A great young driver is David, represented Australia in Portugal last year for the Rotax World Championships, and here he is trying to take out his first national championship.
So many of the great names in world motorsport started their career in karting. People like Alain Prost, Ayrton, the late great Ayrton Senna, and obviously closer to home, the Glenn Seatons, the Mark Scaife, and drivers that go on to have careers in such a diverse range of motorsport. Of course, in sprint car racing, the Brooke Tatnells of the world, and the Stephen Grahams and the Farr brothers, to name just some, have all, Adam Clark, have all come through the karting ranks.
Getting nice and close up in front there. Kovacic was looking to try and make a move on Candola, but couldn't quite get the job done. Now Candola straight up the inside of Greenbury and takes over the lead. A brilliant move there from Amrit.
Candola in 11, sits about mid-track, and that was a problem for him because up on the inside came Greenbury back to take the race lead. Candola just dropped concentration for a moment. Have a look at this, will you? The leading four competitors. They are exchanging paint, they are banging, and look at this, it is a dead set. There's one kart that's flipped upside down. Let's hope there's no driver under there. It looked like a dead set wrecking yard there.
That is a big incident. I saw one of the karts off there being Ben Jerzak. It's unfortunate for him, but we hope that the driver who flipped over is okay. Whitmore, side by side with Deckett, gives him a bit of hurry up. They actually clashed wheels there, both lucky to stay on the racetrack.
You're watching the Simon Cables Australian Karting National Sydney's Eastern Creek Raceway. And this is the final for junior clubmen, and they are racing like there is no tomorrow. We've seen numerous lead changes, and the jostling for the minor placings too is raging.
Mostert sitting back there in fourth. He's thinking about what he's going to get done. He's planning to go up to Formula Ford.
What about this? What about this?
Young Mostert planning to go up to Formula Ford next season, skip the seniors and straight into circuit racing as Tyler Greenbury goes straight back to the lead. What a drive from this youngster.
What a drive from all of them. The leading four are leaving nothing.
That was a big move there from Candola. He really put it on the line. He's not shy as young Emirates. Kovacic, he goes straight across the grass, and that's allowed Whitmore up into the action as well. Whitmore back in fifth, really pressuring Kovacic at the moment.
Yeah, Kovacic's kart resembling a ride on Victor Lawnmower there for a couple of seconds as he went skipping across the grass. And look at this now. There are probably 8 karters separated by the most minute of distance. There is nothing in this. It's a great advertisement for karting, isn't it? And the parity of the class. It so much comes down to driver ability. The karts are very evenly matched, as this race reflects. There's nothing in it. They run nose to tail.
Interestingly, if you have a look at the kart there of Whitmore, kart number 57, you'll notice that he's not running a radiator, yet Kovacic in front of him is. Kovacic is running the Australian-built ARC engine, which is a water-cooled engine allowed only into the junior clubman class and has its own senior class, whereas Whitmore is using the Yamaha KT100S engine, which doesn't have a radiator and is air-cooled. So we've got 5 laps to go, 2 engines allowed in this class, and it's good to see that there's parity between the two as Candola takes the lead.
Lovely shot there as they storm up the side of the circuit. How many more changes are we going to see here in the race lead? On the replay, just check this action out.
Mostert sitting back there in third. He goes up the inside of his fellow Queenslander, then follows through on Candola. Candola thinks he's in the lead for a little while. Not so, says Chaz. He takes over the lead, and Candola's once again chasing, or actually he's in a different position to what he was in the earlier race. He's sitting in second place. This time he is the chaser rather than the chased.
Nothing between them still. As we see Kovacic there in machine 52, and he's involved in a battle right now with Tyler Greenbury. They are running for third and fourth. Leader is Amrit Candola. He's had a very competitive day at the office, running second in our first event today, being of course the junior national heavy, and leading this, the junior clubman finale. Mostert is giving it everything in kart number 5. He lies in second. And here comes Kovacic again in 52, who started the race on pole.
Yeah, we have a look there. Greenberry's actually dropped back to 5th. So interestingly, his cart's gone off a little bit. Dropped back to 5th, make that 4th as he goes past Whitmore. Kovacic, he's still not out of this one. He's back up with our front two as they continue to fight. This fighting between Mostert and Candola is helping out Kovacic as he looks over his shoulder. Now Greenberry's back in the fight. So it's all on it. The gloves are off and we've still got a few laps to go. So this national title is pretty much anyone's at this point in time.
Excellent race. The best karters in the nation, in the junior clubman class anyway. Really putting on a good show here.
Make no mistake that you're going to hear some of these names in the future. Mostert will move up to Formula Ford. I think he's going straight into National Series next year, looking for the funding to be able to do that at the moment. Candola, he will definitely move up at some point in time. I think you'll see him in karts for a little while yet. Not so sure about Kovacic. I know that he was looking to go and do some racing in Europe over the next couple of years. As we see there, Mostert straight up the inside and takes over the lead again.
Yeah, Mostert is the leader. It certainly is a quantum leap to go from any level of karting to Formula Ford. Formula Ford is, whilst it's recognised as one of the most cost-effective forms of road racing, you're still talking 150k if you want to be serious about it, minimum.
At minimum, definitely. You can see a number of young karters that have moved up from the karting ranks at the head of the National Series at the moment. Guys like Christian Lindbaum in the CAMS Rising Star program, Ashley Walsh, Joshua Scott have all moved through from the top levels of karting as we move on to our last lap. And there's Mostert who leads the way. What has Candola got left in the tank?
Yeah, he leads Mostert by just a metre. Inside the last lap now of Junior Clubman. This has been the best race of the day at the Nationals for 2007. Mostert, Chaz that is, with a Z. He's the leader and he's under siege, as you can see. Nothing to choose between our leading two drivers. Amrit Candola knows he's got to do it now. Possibly not close enough. Looks fairly relaxed, the driver in front, doesn't he? Mostert just cruising around. Here he comes now. Up on the inside, I'm talking about Candola. Nothing in it. They were separated by a couple of millimetres as they met the checkered flag.
Mostert takes out the win. A sensational win there. Candola in second. Then it's Whitmore. Let's go and hear from our winner.
Great performance.
Chaz Mostert finally got another Australian title, this time in Junior Clubman.
Yeah, a bit of bad luck in junior life, but just still happy with junior club and so great, yeah.
Got to be very happy with that. That's Australian title, what, number 3?
Yeah, number 3 in total, 2 in junior life, 1 in junior club, and so yeah, good.
Sets up well for next year now when you move to cars.
Yeah, hopefully good, yeah.
Well done.